It was not working. No, my stream wasn't up. Declined that.
Rodgers now on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eagle pressure too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Now, Pat O'Donnell, he's in familiar territory. Did his collegiate punting in this stadium for the University of Miami. He's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready? Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Fix the Eagle, fix the Eagle.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far.
Oh my god!
Quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
18 Radley, 18 Radley. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 2nd and 1, Hurts.
Thank you.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
19 White.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Got hit.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
He got hit.
They turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it?
Oh.
Quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Oh.
For a net loss, thanks to Javon Hargrave.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes last week. He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
No, oh my God, man.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
Touchdown, Packers. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And finally, he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, it's Jones.
Wow, that stumble saved the
up to the
first down.
29. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Wow.
And he's going to be stopped here a few
Wow.
yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Rodgers going to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
But 1st down, Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee.
Wow.
This is going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Wow. That is
tight window over the middle.
incredible.
Zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
Trying to
Sometimes
play
you're
a
fooled by the type
fucking
of zone that
queen.
he sees.
It's
Because
impossible
oftentimes
in this
those
fucking
linebackers
game.
will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. They run with Sanders off the option. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. To about the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Incredible.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Clearly you can't.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And
not
he
just for
overthrows
himself,
it.
but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
What the?
And this is
it don't matter, man. It's going to
receiver in
be
the
grounded.
area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Rodgers. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
There you go.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Come on.
Now Scott.
Wow.
He's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going in. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No, no.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go play action with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Rodgers to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do it.
This is caught inside the 15. Now
That's
the Eagles
crazy.
will use the second of their timeouts.
Good
as
game,
it'll come
man.
with 15 seconds to
That's
play in the
crazy.
ball game.
Good game, man. That is crazy. I'm in cover 4. It doesn't fucking matter. That's crazy. That's crazy.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they
That's
got a first down
and
in the red zone.
And I went to bat the ball down too.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4
That's,
before he's out of bounds.
He has 95
He'll
speed. I guess it doesn't matter.
Running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a
He
yard.
went, and I played
They were
off.
caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to
That's
throw it
crazy,
on first down.
man.
But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage.
I'm
But it's only second and
distraught
short.
right now.
So that
I
run
really
is still likely
did
to lead to a new set of downs.
that.
From the 4, this is second
You
down
guys
and 1.
decide to play football there. That's crazy.
Back to throw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
That's
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And this man with 86 throw power made that throw. That's amazing, man.
And now this game's going to come down to
He
the right
made
leg
that
of their
throw.
kicker. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And he tugged this one badly. Badly. It's no good. Wide left.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home.